I want to talk about the first time that I've ever smoked weed in my life. It is one of the best days of my life, hands down. If I were to go back and change it, I would absolutely not. Viewer discretion is advised, and make your own decisions in life. I was a sophomore in high school, and it was 10th grade. So it was 10th grade, we were in high school, and I was really low at the time. I really didn't know what I was going to be doing with my life. I didn't have any plans. I was hanging out with some bad people at the time, as it was, some drug dealers, but I had told them through 8th grade to 9th grade to 10th grade, I was telling them, listen, I don't do that stuff, I'm not for it, I'm very straight edge, I'm never going to do that in my life. I was one of those kids that go to school, I don't want any part of your drug life, I don't want any part of your alcohol, anything like that. Me, just do me, you do you. So as time went on, one of my friends says, "Really, you really honestly think that you're not gonna do anything? I mean, come on, you're gonna do it at least once." I said, "Nah, man, that's not gonna be for me. I'm not gonna do it." So once a year, it'd be the ACTs, or if you're down south, or actually out west, I think everything's changed to SATs. Regardless, we have the ACTs here in Michigan, and it was once a year that they'd have two hour full lunches to make up for that because they were doing testing. So the whole rest of the school would have an hour lunch, whereas the juniors and seniors, or whoever was going to be retaking the ACT, would be able to go. So we would have an hour lunch, and it was on that day when we had that hour lunch that I was going to go out and smoke. Fuck! There was what we called Whitey Woods. Basically where the school was and where the forest is, which is right across the street. And in Michigan, it's more woody area, but to describe it, there was woods right there, and to get to the woods, you cut across, and then there'd be a whole bunch of fast food restaurants, Chili's, just chain restaurants, right? So we were gonna do it in the woods, and that's exactly what we did. I had, there was 5 of us, we all huddled in a circle, we did it, and I didn't know what to expect. They told me to inhale, and
didn't inhale, and never tried it again.
And make sure I smoked it. And so basically, that went through. So I did it, and I wasn't sure what to feel like. I don't know what's happening, I didn't know what it was like. I've never done anything up to that point.
Okay.
So as we're walking over to Arbys, which is where we were gonna go, we ended up going, I just started feeling it. I just started cracking the fuck up. I could not stop laughing. As we went to the Arbys, we got in there, and the girls are like, "Or what can I make fresh for you today?" or whatever. I just looked at her. I was like, and it was a good, I swear, it was the longest 5 minutes because I just stared up and down that menu. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to eat. I ended up getting something, I don't remember what it was. I guess it was probably like a roast beef sandwich or some shit like that. I get it, and then I'm just cracking up. I'm still just laughing. Like, I could not stop laughing. And then I was like, okay, I gotta focus. I was washing my face off. And I was like, okay, you gotta keep it together, And I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing at myself in the mirror. And I was like, okay. So I go out there, and then I sit down to eat my food with my friends. And then I literally took 2 bites of that sandwich, and it was gone. Boom, one. And so eventually we went back to school, and that was that. That was my first time, and it was great. It was phenomenal. I would not take that back. And I've only had that feeling a couple times. Remember, there was a second day that they had for our lunch, so after I did that day, we went back and did it again the next day. This is where the start of my getting high. This is the start. I gotta stop, okay. This was part of my life. I was getting into it, and this is where I'm gonna have to cut the video. There will be a second part of the video coming out soon. I gotta cut the video here. I can't get into depth even more, but